Hey folks, it's that time once again when I bring you an update on my ongoing Patreon campaign, and in doing so remind you that my Patreon campaign is a thing that exists, that you can be a part of. You can support this channel and help me to make YouTube videos for as little as $1 a month. All you have to do is go to patreon.com/Steve Shives and you can become a patron of my wonderful YouTube channel that has brought so much joy into the lives of so many people, I'm assuming. I want to tell you about the fundraising milestones I have set up for the Patreon campaign. These are sort of mile markers as I continue to grow the campaign. I reach certain funding levels and I do certain things so you can see where I'm spending the money and what is being accomplished by funding my channel at higher and higher levels. And this month I'm introducing a new milestone actually, which I will get to in a moment. First, the next milestone remains at the $1,500 a month level, and that is when I will produce all new audio podcasts of the An Atheist Reads series. The An Atheist Reads series has been really my most consistently popular series that I've done since I started doing them about 3 years ago. They've been on hiatus since the summer. I've been doing Steve and Stuffy videos instead, but I'm about to gear up the An Atheist Reads series again starting in January. It will resume for 3 more books in 2016. And this milestone is when I will begin producing audio podcast versions of those series. And I will not only be making podcast versions of the new series that I do as I continue to produce them in the future, but I will also be going back and recording fresh, brand new audio versions of the An Atheist Reads series that I've done in years past. So I'll be doing audio podcast versions of An Atheist Reads The Case for Christ, and An Atheist Reads Mere Christianity, and An Atheist Reads I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist, and all of the other books that I've reviewed in that format. This is something that people have requested for a very long time, and Audie knows all about it. She's sick of hearing about it. Anybody could just rip the audio out of the video versions, but I want to make real high quality, podcast quality versions of those series so that you can listen to them while you're exercising or while you're doing the dishes or while you're driving in the car or whatever. That's $1,500 a month. Now, the new milestone that I introduced a couple weeks ago that I haven't told you about in a video yet is at the $1,750 level. When I get to that level, I'm going to start producing a new series on my YouTube channel along with my friend Stephanie Guttormson. She and I have collaborated on videos here and there in the past. There's a few of them on my channel, and there's a couple of them on Steph's channel, Think Stephically, that you should check out if you want to see how we work together. We're going to be doing a regular series on this channel together. We'll co-host it. It will be some sort of a debunking religious critique series. We have a few ideas that we're batting around. We haven't decided what to call it yet. We haven't exactly nailed down what the premise is going to be or what the format's going to be, but we have a pretty good idea, and it's going to be a ton of fun. It'll probably be a monthly series, I would think, maybe semi-monthly, bi-weekly. Those mean the same thing. But that's at $1,750 a month, a new series co-hosted with the amazing and wonderful Stephanie Guttormson. Then at $2,000 a month, that's when I begin a live weekly podcast, kind of like Seth Andrews has been doing over the last few years with his excellent Thinking Atheist podcast, a live weekly audio podcast, not just about atheist-related stuff, but about whatever is going on, pop culture, movies, entertainment, politics, religion, all that sort of thing. Just kind of a distilled audio version of the wide range of topics that end up being covered in various videos on this channel throughout the week. So that'll be a lot of fun. Live weekly podcasts, $2,000 a month is the milestone. And finally, the last milestone I have defined for the moment at the $3,000 a month level, that's when I make a major upgrade in my video production equipment. New cameras, new lights, better sound, maybe have budget enough to be able to hire some help every now and then, to be able to shoot things outside of my apartment, to be able to shoot things on location, to be able to do more things in collaboration with people and do really high quality collaborations with people. That's something I would love to do more of, that I'm really looking forward to being able to do, to continue to do the same sort of things that I do now, but just at a much, much higher level of quality. So that's at $3,000 a month. Now, if you should join my Patreon campaign, there are 1 or 2 little minor perks from which you can benefit. The first is once a month I do a live Google Plus Hangout that everybody can watch. It's live on my channel, and you can watch it whether you're a patron or not. But if you are a Patreon patron, you can get the join link to actually be in the Hangout live on the air with me. We do it once a month. They're usually pretty full. The room has as many people as it can take, and we go for an hour. And we talk about whatever people want to talk about. We just kind of hang out and talk about what's going on in our lives, what's going on in the news, politics, pop culture, religion, personal stories, whatever we feel like talking about. It's become one of my favorite things to do. It's a ton of fun. Actually, my future collaborator, Stephanie Gatormson, sat in on the most recent one that we did, and that was a lot of fun. We talked about all kinds of really interesting things, and it is archived on my YouTube channel if you want to go back and watch it to see what one of the Hangouts is like. They're all up on my channel. We have done 15 of them so far. The most recent one, as I said, was just over this past weekend. The next one is going to be the Sunday after Christmas, Sunday, December 27th. And they are always at noon Eastern time, which is my time zone. And again, we go for an hour. Anybody who's a patron who can fit into the room is welcome to join us, and we talk about whatever we end up talking about. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to connect with you guys, to connect with the patrons, to let people know that their support really means a lot to me, and that I'm interested in hearing what they have to say and in hanging out with them. So I would invite all of you guys who are interested in that to please join the Patreon campaign and think about joining us for a Patreon hangout, because they're a ton of fun. The other perk of becoming a patron of this channel is that if you join at the $5 a month level or higher, I give you a shout out at the end of these videos, and that's what I'm about to do right now. The following people are folks who have pledged to support the Patreon campaign for a amount of $5 a month or more. They are Luis Balbosa, thank you, Luis. Harold West, thanks, Harold. Billy Bob, thanks, Billy. Lise Agrergan, thanks, Lise. And Hector Defendi, thanks, Hector. Thanks to all of you guys who are supporters of the Patreon campaign, whether you pledge $5 or less than that or more than that a month. I appreciate all of you. I could not do this without you. You make this YouTube channel possible. You make my life possible in a very real and significant way. So I thank you guys so much for supporting the campaign. I invite those of you who are interested to please join the campaign, support this YouTube channel, help me continue to do the kind of work I've been doing. It's been immensely gratifying to me, not just in terms of the financial support through Patreon, but the support that I get from you guys watching the videos, commenting, liking, sharing. It's all just, it's something I can't even tell you how much I appreciate. And this being the end of the year and getting into the holidays, it's something that you think about. You think about what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for, and this is definitely something that I am extremely grateful for. I'm grateful for you guys, and I'm grateful for your support, and I thank you for it. And that's it. I'll see you next month, and also next year, to tell you about my Patreon campaign some more. Thank you for the support, and thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time.